Hello everyone, I am Shajit from CSC. Today we are going to discuss about project based on data engineering which is related to bank field. So we have taken data set with three tables which is bank CSV and customer CSV and transaction CSV. So in bank CSV table we contain branch ID along with the branch name and region and location of the branch except and the total investment about the bank and etc there. And when it comes to customers.csv, it contains customer id and branch id associated with that along with the amount the customer that have in the account and some details. And in transaction table we have the details about transactions made by the customer. In that we have the data like branch id, customer id, associated transaction amount along with the region etc all that. So so to implement the project, we need some architecture, right? From raw data to reasonable insights. So we have used a medallion architecture here. So in this architecture, we have three layers. They are bronze layer, silver layer, and gold layer. So in bronze layer, we just store data and identify the raw data condition, like how many no values are there and what is the data type of the columns and some details like name error like that and null values, we will identify them. So the data which is stored in bronze layer we take back into silver layer to do the necessary transformations and cleaning process like handling nulls and changing the data types and some changing the names of the values along with that. And after cleaning the data we go to the gold, we send the data to gold layer which is a completely transformed data. So there in gold layer the data will be very clean and this data is useful for business insights like creating dashboards and getting analysis from that to take the future decisions. In our data we take the insights like that how the branch bank branch is performing and how much money we need to spend on that like that. So for that we have made some kpis. And over to Subhash, he will explain about technical implementation.
Hello, all. Myself Subhash. I'm here to explain about technical implementation. Before going to technical implementation, first I have to discuss why the data stored in Delta format instead of Parquet and CSV first. Because Delta format gives some advanced features from database, like it supports ACID properties and also it supports schema enforcement. Schema enforcement means when we store the data in Delta format, it does not change the data type of the columns, and it also supports time traveling. Means we can access the previous data what we created in before or previous cells. And coming to technical implementation, in technical implementation, we created three notebooks which is named as Bronze Notebook, Silver Notebook, and Gold. In each notebook, we have each of book notebook has some purpose. Means in uh, Bronze Notebook, we just only load the data and check if the data has any null values and also invalid values, and if there is any mismatches happen in the data. Um, and this raw data is stored in a bronze layer, which I show in this schema. The bronze data is stored. And coming to silver layer, in silver layer both transaction and cleaning happen. Means if there is a null values in the data, it will see check and by check whether you have to remove that null row, or else we can fill the data in the null value by using fill in a column. And also we have trim the values by means in string we remove the space at starting and ending position also. And if you want to change the data type of a column, you have to change it. And we also do some clean tables. If you have duplicate records in your data, you have to drop all the duplicates. And we have a negative columns which we want to remove, or else you have to make them in absolute value. In our case, we have to remove all the negative rows. After cleaning happen in silver layer. We store the entire data in silver table. This is where the silver data is stored in silver layer, and we clean uh, and transform the entire data because this data is used for business insights in the gold layer. We have created different types of business insights like we created a business insight like total revenue and also total number of customers, and at different ages that customer does invested, and also we make how many branches are there, and we make top customer by transaction amount, and also branch performance report. At last, after creating all KPIs, we can created a dashboard by using this data. In this dashboard, we have all the details like total customers and total transaction amount, total investment amount, total transactions, and we make the dashboards uh, in interactive mode. When we click on some data, it change to the specific format. Here, we change the dashboard into employees, and all the dashboards will re-execute and show the details regarding to the employees, as number of employees in regions, and also top 10 cities by customer account, and transaction amounts and investment types. This is how we started the data from bronze layer to dashboard. I done from my side, and challenges and what we learn at last will explain by Manaswini.
One of the major challenges that we faced during our project was inconsistent schemas in between the three branch tables, where our data includes columns that had wrong data types, missing fields, and different date formats. Due to these issues, there occurs an error while performing the joins and transformations. For example, there consist of two different tables, where in these two different tables there is a common column name, which is branch ID. In one table, this branch ID data type is stored as string format, and in another table, this branch ID data type is stored as integer format. Due to these different data types, there occurs an errors. So the solution for this is we standardize the schema in the silver layer before performing the joins of the data. The steps include if we want to check the schema, we use print schema. And if we want to convert the data type from one format to another format, we use cast. And if needed, we rename the column names. And if we want to remove the uh, timestamp and we want to change the date formats, we use to date, and we ensure that in the in multiple tables or in multiple tables the common column name should have the same data type. So the final result for this is after performing the joins and transformations, the data was more efficient and the dashboards are more reliable and accurate. So what we learned from this challenge is the data quality is very important before performing the analysis, and even one orphan or invalid record can give wrong dashboard results. So we learned how to use the joins to validate relationships between the tables and keep only the correct data.